everyone, we're back. I know it's been a few days, but I was making some other videos, supposedly professional, but haven't even seen them, but it was fun doing it. Anyway, we're going to get down to some business. It is cold in the Bay Area. I mean, freezing. So what am I thinking? Making ice cream. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I wanted to give you another recipe and not wait for a while. I wanted to do something today. And I knew that ice cream is a simple, fun, and nutritious thing for you to have. Some people have this all the time. I really don't, but it is really a great treat. It's great for the spur of the moment, company, hot weather, and whatever. Very easy. So today we're going to make our ice cream with bananas. And these bananas have been frozen. And before you freeze them, always peel them. And I cut them up before I put them in the freezer because I was doing this recipe and I wanted them to freeze fast. But most people just put them whole inside of a plastic bag and put them in the freezer and store them for whenever they want them for ice cream or smoothies. So we're going to have our bananas, but we're going to start by creating a chocolate sauce to go on your ice cream. So let's start with this chocolate sauce. I'll tell you, this chocolate sauce, it's a new sauce to me. Normally when I make my ice cream, I make it all together in the blender, and I put the cacao. I was saying cocoa, but it's cacao. Cacao? Oh, I was thinking cha-cha-cha-chia. Okay, never mind. I usually just put this in with the bananas and have like a banana chocolate ice cream. But this time I'm going to make the ice cream and a chocolate sauce separately. So, very easy to do, supposedly, but let's check it out. We're going to start with 4 tablespoons of organic raw cacao powder. So, then that's 4 tablespoons of cacao powder. Cacao. And I'm adding to my recipe, whenever I'm going to have any sort of thing in the blender like this with fruit or whatever, I take that time to take advantage of putting some healthy things in it as well, kind of sneaking it in. You don't really taste it, but you're going to get some extra nutrients. And I like to put some maca root in. But you don't want to put too much because you really don't want to taste the maca root. So I put about a teaspoon in there. And I'm also going to add some hemp protein. I love Nutiva hemp protein. It really helps me. And some people don't really think they need protein, but and I do eat a lot of my green leafy vegetables and protein-packed veggies, but I love to have hemp protein if I'm going to have some sort of a fruit or smoothie thing, because I totally notice a difference when I use this. I'm only going to use less than a tablespoon, because I don't want to change the taste of the chocolate sauce. Okay, where was I? Maca root. Okay. Usually I would do honey, because I like to use honey as my sweetener. But I have agave, so I'm going to use that, and that's fine. Or you can use maple syrup. But I've heard bad things about agave lately. I know that it was always something that was promoted in the raw community as something that you could use as a sweetener. But recently I've heard some people saying that It was similar to high corn fructose syrup, and I don't know the details of that, but I just bought this, and I don't have any honey, so I'm going to use it anyway, just for the purpose of making this video. So you put equal parts. So we did 4 tablespoons of the cacao, and now we're going to do 4 tablespoons of the agave, the sweetener. Okay? Then we're going to add in a little bit less organic virgin coconut oil, which has many benefits for you as well. Google it. This is another thing that I always put into my smoothies or fruit drinks if I'm going to drink them. So normally I do add the raw coconut oil, my hemp seed powder, my maca root. Those are always my staples. So I was really happy to incorporate it in this chocolate sauce for my banana ice cream as well. Now, the thing with coconut oil is it will harden if it's cold. If it's hot outside or a warm temperature, it'll liquefy. So if it's cold like it is right now, you need to kind of get it to heat up a little bit and melt it down. Okay, and then that's it. So let's whip this baby up and see how it goes. Obviously, it's not going too well at the moment. Please give me one moment to check this out. Woo! So it's like the powder is flying everywhere. So as you see, I'm adding a little bit more agave and a little bit more of the coconut oil. And hopefully this is going to help with the texture. If this doesn't work with the texture, I'm going to try something else. What that is yet, I have no idea. That's what raw uncooking is all about, experimenting. No experience is ever the same twice. I'm just going to add a little touch of filtered water. It's a little bit, it's good actually. It would be a great fudge topping for like cupcakes or a cake, like frosting. But I don't want frosting on my ice cream. I want chocolate sauce. So it needs a little bit of liquid. And it would help to take the spoon out of the blender before you turn it on. You know, I came here tonight thinking I'll just do an easy recipe so everybody could say, wow, that'll be easy, I'm going to do that. And so far, this is not going anything as I planned. Can we continue now? Oh yeah, now we're talking. So I'm going to have to redo the directions for you because that recipe that I saw did not work too good. That's really delicious. It's very chocolatey, but with a hint of coconut. I think I like coconut, so that's not a problem for me. And in fact, it just gave me an idea of what to do with this when I'm finished. But if you don't like coconut that much, then you want to probably only put about 3 small tablespoons and then add more, a little tiny bit. I only put a little tiny bit of water, like maybe less than a quarter cup. And the rest of the contents could stay the same. Okay, now that we've got our sauce completed, that was such an easy task, wasn't it? Let's go for the bananas. Now this is one step with one ingredient, so I'm praying this one goes a little bit easier. But at this point, who knows what can happen when Cindy's cooking raw. Okay, so here we go. We're going to use the food processor, although you could use the blender as well to do this, but since I did my sauce, I'm going to use that. Okay, here's my frozen bananas. Let's turn this baby on. And I'm sticking frozen bananas into the food processor, as you can see. You know what? When I start feeling worried or fearful or down about things, the angels always tell me, Cindy, go make something healthy. Go make a healthy smoothie or something healthy. And whenever they tell me that, I'm like, oh. I remember the first time they told me, go have a healthy smoothie. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I did. And by the time I just came out and started watching all my whatever I was putting in it, I started already vibrating and feeling really good. Like just the exercise of making a healthy smoothie started shifting my mood immediately. And then by the time I was drinking my smoothie with all my yummy supplements I put in it, man, my mood just totally shifted. I wasn't fearing anything and I wasn't worrying about anything. Just by having something healthy for my body completely changed how I was feeling. It's amazing. So next time you're starting to feel off or down, or just have something healthy. You can eat your way to health. So I was saying about eating your way to health, and at that point my camera shut down, and now I'm really pissed because I went through the whole thing, finished my product, and stirred it up and messed it up because I thought you were watching already, but only to find out I didn't. So basically what I did was I scooped out this banana ice cream, and it looked so pretty. There was beautiful banana ice cream scoops here, somewhat like that, but better because it's starting to melt. And then I poured the raw cacao sauce over my banana ice cream. And now, because it's been sitting, it's getting kind of hard. But I did want to tell you that when you make this sauce, to just start with a little bit of water after you put all the ingredients in, and then create the smoothness or the wateriness or thickness that you desire. I tried it for you, which I'll do again. And now it's starting to taste like cold, mushy bananas rather than frozen, delicious banana ice cream. But when I made the video the first time, it actually tasted very good. And I like to I used to make this ice cream all the time, but I didn't do it fancy with the sauce. I just put the bananas and sometimes I put the cacao mixed in it with my maca root. And sometimes I put bananas with like frozen berries or fresh berries. But the one thing that I want to recommend about doing the banana ice cream is that you want to make sure that you freeze your bananas, but also I would recommend putting maybe 5 to 6 ice cubes in there to get the texture a little bit more frosty and ice cream-like rather than like a cold, creamy banana. My video take tonight has been pretty much a disaster from beginning to end, but oh well, I guess that's the way it's meant to be. So give it a try. I might not have made it look that appetizing, but believe me, it's pretty good. You'll get it. One thing about raw food, you never know how it's going to turn out. It's all an experiment until you get it figured out perfect for you. Have a great day, everyone.